Time now for our McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. Chelsea Naday is a senior at Harlan County High School, where she has a 3.7 GPA. She's a member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club and has been named to the honor roll. She's also a member of the Harlan County Varsity Cheerleading Squad. Congratulations, Chelsea, our McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. How about our Long John Silver's catch of the night? Not the first time we have seen Jake Johnson during this segment of the show, but here he is again. The tough catch down the field despite the tight coverage from the Cooper defender. The play covers 81 yards, but the catch set it all up. Jake Johnson of Pulaski County providing us with tonight's Long John Silver's catch of the night. The regular season finale for both Kentucky and Louisville tomorrow afternoon in the Derby City. Kentucky head coach Mark Stoops lost last season to the Cardinals in his first ever experience in the battle for the Governor's Cup. He says he wants this rivalry to be one of the country's best, and to make that happen, his team needs to play better and earn a couple of wins against its rival.
Well, we're trying to create it to be a bigger and better rivalry, and I think that comes from us having to play better football and winning more games and putting ourselves in a position where we could get this game on a more national scale. But it's important. It's important to the people in this state. It's important to our fans and our players and coaches.
Now on the other sideline, Louisville head coach Bobby Petrino enters tomorrow's game 5-1 in his career against Kentucky. He says he enjoyed the series when it was played earlier in the season, but also says having it at the end makes it a bigger deal nationally, being a part of rivalry weekend.
Yeah, you know, when we played it the first game of the season, I really enjoyed it because all winter, all summer, you know, it was something to build up to. Now that it's the last game of the season, I think it's exciting. Because it's rivalry weekend. You know, we're doing it just like everybody else in the country, and there's a lot at stake for both universities. So it should be very exciting for our fans and very exciting for their fans. I think it helps the entire state.
The 27th edition of the Battle for the Governor's Cup will be played tomorrow at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium in Louisville. The 22nd ranked Cardinals hosting the Kentucky Wildcats. Kickoff is scheduled for 12 noon with live coverage of the game on ESPN2. Louisville has won the last 3 meetings with the Cats, but Kentucky has the all-time series lead 14-12. Speaking of the series, here's a look at the last 10 meetings between the Cats and Cards. As just mentioned, Louisville has won the last 3 and has done so by an average of 13 points. Prior to that streak, Kentucky had won 4 straight against the Cardinals, with Louisville winning the previous 4. An interesting stat to look at tomorrow, the team with the most rushing yards has won the last 18 games in the series. So that is going to be big for Kentucky and its running game tomorrow. And with that, we conclude another edition of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. Thank you for tuning in. Jamie McCracken back in this seat tomorrow, along with myself. Of course, Kentucky and Louisville highlight the slate, as well as a lot of other big rivalry games on the college gridiron. The EKU Colonels open the FCS playoffs at home, and also some college basketball. But until then, from everyone from our sports and production departments, have a good night.